recording your member contributions. We call these member payments. There is more to accounting for member contributions than just recording the receipt of cash. Member contributions purchase shares or units of ownership in your club. One of the things bivio does for you is to keep track of your club ownership. A contribution to your club is an investment in a type of business called a partnership. Just like when you purchase a stock, you will have a basis for your investment in your club. When you withdraw money from the club, you cash out your shares and there's a capital gain or loss to report on your taxes. Fortunately, you do not have to do all the accounting to keep track of this. All you need to do is to make sure to enter payments using the Payments form. You'll find it by selecting the Payment button on the Accounting Members page, or, as I'm going to show you a little later, directly from a link in an AccountSync email. The Member Payments form looks like this. This information gives us what we need so that we can do the accounting for the contributions correctly. At the top of the Member Payments form, you'll see two dates you need to fill in. They are the transaction date, which is the date the deposit was received in your account, and the valuation date. A valuation date is needed because member contributions purchase shares or units of ownership in your club. We need to know the value per share to determine how many shares your contribution purchases. We use the value on the date you enter as the valuation date. Your club may use one valuation date for all deposits made during the month, or use the same date as the transaction date. For simplicity, bivio recommends you use the transaction date. If you do that, your member contributions purchase shares in your club just as if you were purchasing shares in a mutual fund. At the bottom of the Member Payments form, you'll enter the amount of each member's contributions. Here are all the steps you'll go through to handle your member payments. First, you'll collect the contributions. Your club should decide how everybody will make their member payments. Everyone can write checks, and you can collect them at the meetings and mail them in, or your members can mail their checks directly to the broker themselves. If you'd like, many brokers now allow members to easily set up electronic bill pay from their bank directly to your brokerage account also. You'll know your deposits have arrived because you'll receive an AccountSync email. This lets you know that the checks were received at the brokerage account and AccountSync has pulled deposit information into bivio. All you have to do is go into bivio and identify whose check is whose. Here's what the AccountSync email will look like. You can see that this one lists 2 unidentified credits. AccountSync knows there were deposits, but it has no way to know what they were for. You need to go to bivio and enter some more information to complete the entry. Here is a link that will take you right to where you need to go. It will take you to the transactions list for your brokerage account. Here's one of the Identify Credit transactions. This box contains a little drop-down menu. If you click on the arrow, you'll see the menu. You will need to select what type of deposit this was. Select Multiple Payment. You'll go right to the payment entry form that I showed you earlier. All the payments that were received on the same day will be filled in. Bivio will attempt to assign the payment amounts to the correct member. In fact, bivio has invented a way for AccountSync to learn which deposit should be credited to which member. We call it the penny payment system. To use it, assign a different penny amount to each member to add to their contribution. For example, in this case, Rose always adds 2 cents to her payment and Raleigh always adds 5 cents. The first time you enter payments, you'll need to manually enter the correct amounts for the correct members. But after that, you'll find that AccountSync will have learned which cents amount belongs to which member and will have the amount filled in next to their name when you open up the form. All you have to do is make sure they're correct and click OK. The extra cents amount is also very useful for tracking down problems. It becomes obvious whose check is missing if one doesn't arrive at your broker for some reason. After you accept the information in the payment form, you'll see you no longer have unidentified credits. Your payment entries have all been made. If you'd like to see the member contributions that have been recorded during the year, there is a summary report you can find on the Accounting Reports page, which lists them by month. It's called the Member Contributions and Withdrawals Report. So that's all there is to entering your member contributions each month. All you really need to do is remember that all contributions are entered as member payments, and all payments need to be entered using the member payment form.